this isn't just a ringtone. It almost gave me tears. And I believe some of you have nostalgia for Nokia just like I have. There was a time when the words mobile phone and Nokia were same. They were synonymous. Nokia was a brand that can never fail. But unfortunately they did fail. Today I am going to look into the journey of Nokia, one of history's most loved brand. Whenever we talk about success, we always talk about successful people. But I believe to achieve success, we need to study people who failed. And that's why this video is very important to me. So before starting this video, let's talk about the history of Nokia. It's not going to be too long, so bear with me guys. In 1865, a Finnish mining engineer, Fredrik Idenstam, established a pulp mill near the town Temper. A second pulp mill was opened in 1868 near the neighboring town of Nokia. In 1871, Idenstam, together with his friend Leo McAlin, formed a shared company from it and called it Nokia AB. But that Nokia was completely different from the one we love. Nokia started to spread their business. In 1960s, during the ominous Cold War, Finnish government gave Nokia the tender to establish a military radio network, and I believe that was the start of the new Nokia. Eventually, Nokia created something called mobile phones. Due to mass production methods, these phones were cheap, small, and user-friendly. Soon Nokia spread to entire world. 1990s was the golden period of Nokia. Jorma Ollila, the CEO of Nokia, decided to focus on the mobile division, and they became the global champions of mobile phone. This gave Nokia the confidence to experiment with their phones. But most of their experiments were not successful. They even tried to create a handheld console, Engage. Just have a look at it. I don't think I need to tell you what happened with it. At the same time, brands like Motorola sold expensive dumb phones. Nokia's investor wanted profit. So in 2006, Nokia decided to focus more on the traditional dumb phones. This was the start of Nokia's fall. In today's world, if you stop innovating, you will become irrelevant. In 2007, Apple released the first iPhone, and later on Google released Android. At that time, Nokia said iPhone was impractical. The lack of a physical keyboard makes it hard to use. I can definitely see their point. But the general consumer definitely liked iPhone. The biggest hurdle for Nokia was to create an operating system that can compete against iPhone OS and Android. They created two teams. One was trying to make Symbian OS more modern, and the other one was trying to create a new operating system, MeeGo. But the problem was these two teams were fighting against each other. This internal conflict plagued their R&D operations. And by the time they released MeeGo, it was already too late. They even didn't try to adapt Android because of their pride and ego. In 2010, former Microsoft employee Steve Jobs became the CEO of Nokia. In 2011, Microsoft and Nokia made a deal. Nokia chose Windows Phone operating system as its primary OS. Windows Phone operating system wasn't bad. I'm actually a big fan of the operating system. But the only problem was the app gap. The Windows Store was very inferior to the Play Store and App Store. And that's why Windows Phone never took off. In September 2013, Microsoft acquired Nokia's mobile phone division. And finally, the ship sank. But it's also said that there's a dark side to this story. Reports said Elop got 18.8 million euros as a bonus after he sold Nokia to Microsoft. So maybe Elop did it for his own profit. But the story doesn't end here. In 2016, HMD Global became the parent company of Nokia. And in 2017, they released Nokia 3, Nokia 5 and Nokia 6. And in 2018, they released Nokia 1, 6 and 7 and Nokia 8 Sirocco. Nokia is all set to capture the smartphone market once again. Hope they don't make any wrong decisions this time. So, this was the story of Nokia so far. This story shows us that being the first doesn't always mean success. You need to keep innovating. This is me, Tech Inspector, signing out. And I will see you on every Thursday, every week.